What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today in the PU tier, and using this team I made around Milotic. That's right, Milotic is PU again. I forgot to look at the tier changes at the beginning of April because of April Fools and was using the funny sprites. Then I forgot last week, and I maybe even forgot another week. I don't know how many weeks it's been out at this point, but it's the 22nd of April, and tier changes happen on the 1st, but they only happen every 3 months now, so really it's not like, I guess, too late. But I wanted to look at them before it gets too much further on in the month, and also because things have changed since this has happened. These were the changes at the beginning of the month, some pretty big ones. All of these guys dropping to PU that were in NU. I believe Dragalge's PU BL now. I think Rillaboom also maybe isn't UU anymore. I haven't played all of the tiers, of course, but yeah, this is what changed though at the beginning of the month. And looking down at all these things that rose up to PU from ZU is kind of crazy. Quillfish isn't in ZU anymore. Avalugg, both of those guys I remember seeing quite a lot in ZU, and also Porygon 2 going up to NU, which is crazy. But we're gonna be playing PU today, so gonna be able to run into or use, I believe, Espeon, Milotic, Galar, Bro, and Hisuian Typhlosion still. Pretty fun changes, freshen up things a little bit, and try and use some different fun things, of course. This is what the team will be using today, and I'm not using Milotic, I don't think, at all in Scarlet and Violet. Maybe I have, but this thing has always been just an annoying wall Pokemon that I've had to deal with. I think in RU in the past, from my memory, like I remember dealing with this thing in RU and it being annoying. Yeah, it was RU last gen, RU the gen before, and then it was UU and X and Y, and probably UU or higher every generation before that. Was it ever OU? Just in Ruby and Sapphire. Okay. But yeah, Milotic's a fun Pokemon, and even though it's like a defensive Pokemon, it does have that base 100 special attack, so it sounded kind of fun to randomly try using an offensive one. So as you can see, we're going with a Life Orb competitive one. With competitive, if a stat gets dropped from like Intimidate or Defog, or I guess if Sticky Web's up, whatever that could drop one of our stats, we get a +2 special attack raise, and we have a Life Orb on top of that. I kind of was reminded of Shaman a little bit that people were using in ZU. I think they maybe were running it with Life Orb, or maybe it was leftovers, or maybe boots. But Shaman has Synthesis, and then it could do Seed Flare and 2 other coverage moves. Maybe to run Leech Seed Recover or Leech Seed Synthesis, and then like 2 attacks. But it sounded fun to try and do something similar with Milotic. Obviously, Milotic's not 100 base stats across the board. It doesn't also have 100 speed, but it's got the 100 special attack. It has access to recover, so it sounded fun to just fit that on there with its coverage moves, which are pretty decent. It's got the water move, of course, ice move. It is water type, so it has an ice move, and it also has a luring voice. Also, we don't have, I kind of slapped a bunch of things together. We don't have the best way to deal with setup sweepers, so maybe a luring voice will be one of our best ways to deal with that. But yeah, I just kind of threw the team together using some stuff that dropped. We have the Galar, Bro, and Hisuian Typhlosion, and the Milotic, and we'll see how it goes together. Let's go over the rest of it real quick, and then we'll get into the game. So we got the Milotic. I'm going with Terra Fairy. Pretty much all the Terra types, I'm just trying to throw on a Terra type of a type that's something we don't already have on the team, and we're gonna see if it's helpful or not. I just don't want to like screw myself by terastizing to something that makes us weaker to something. I don't know. I haven't thought about all the matchups and all of the Pokemon in the tier super thoroughly, but yeah, Milotic's obviously weak to electric, so we've got Electivire, and Electivire is a really fun Pokemon that I just kind of wanted to use. So we've got Electivire. We also got Decidueye, to resist electric and resist grass as well. But Electivire is some speed for the team. We have a Choice Scarf on it. It could be an electric immunity since we have no electric immunity otherwise. And then maybe we could just get some surprise KOs or be a pivot. We also have, I think, 2 other pivots on the team. We have Decidueye and Bombardier with a U-turn, so we can be pivoting in and out, maybe get Milotic in or get Typhlosion in and do some big damage. But Electivire, we just got old physical moves except for Volt Switch, and then we're going with a naive nature, and then Terra Electric so we can hit a little bit harder since we can't boost or have a damage boosting item with the Choice Scarf, so Terra Electric could let us hit a little harder. Terra Fairy to boost our Alluring Voice, give us a better defensive Terra type on this. I don't know. Sounded decent. Then we just got a Fizz Def, Defog, pretty standard supportive Decidueye with Terra Steel. Just max HP, max defense, Impish Nature. I'm not like trying to drop the speed to go for a slow U-turn because I don't really know if that's necessary or anything. And of course we got Scrappy. And this thing with triple arrows and Scrappy is, even though it's fully invested in defense, I've been beaten by this 1v1 too many times because of how broken triple arrows is, and then Scrappy makes it so there's literally no Pokemon that can just like immune it. I mean, there's poison types that have a pretty good time into it, but it's still a pretty annoying move, and it doesn't make contact, I'm pretty sure. Then we got heavy duty boots, eruption, typhlosion. If we aren't at full HP, we can do flamethrower, and then we got shadow ball and focus blast. Focus blast for coverage, shadow ball for other stab with Terra fighting. Frisk is nice, and we can, you know, figure out somebody's ability, but this is a pretty standard, I think, NU typhlosion set, but it sounded fun to try it out and then hopefully pair well with the Milotic, hitting things like grass types that Milotic resists, or that resist Milotic, and vice versa. But then we got the Slowbro. It sounded fun to use an assault vest. We have our generator, so we can heal that way, and then with an assault vest we can boost our special defense, so we can invest into our offensive stats. So we're just going with max HP plus special attack, modest nature, and then putting the 8 into speed in case there's other things that are base 30 that we want to outspeed. Then we're going with this signature move, Shell Sidearm. I don't believe this is like Psyshock. I think it actually takes into account our physical or special attack, and it goes physical or special, whichever one is better. So because we're fully invested in a special attack, I think it'll always pretty much be special, but maybe it'll be physical sometimes, and then it'll also make contact. But it's not fun to use this. It's got a high poison chance too. Is it better than, is it lower poison chance than Sludge Bomb actually? It is lower, but it's same power, and maybe that becoming physical could come up sometimes. I don't know, it sounded fun. Then we have Psyshock as another move that could hit people or special guys on the physical side, and then Flamethrower plus Surf for coverage. Seems pretty good. And then Terra Fairy again, resist dark, maintain our fighting resistances. Also Terra Fighting gives this guy resistance to dark, and Terra Steel resists ice, resists fairy, gives us resistances. And then again on Bombardier we have Terra Steel. We don't have a steel type on the team, we don't have a fairy type, so we just got a bunch of Terra Fairy and steels. This is our rocker. We have heavy duty boots, so we're not taking rocks. Knockoff, it's only knockoff on the team, I believe. I was gonna maybe go with knockoff on this, but I thought earthquake would be better. It is higher power than knockoff, and I don't know, lock in a knockoff on a choice scarf guy when it's not stab, I don't know. We just kind of want like revenge kill things with this or hit things super effectively. Yeah, knockoff on this I think will do the job for item removal or whatever, and then we have U-turn to pivot and Bruce for some recovery with big pecs, so our defense can't be lowered. Overall, pretty fun team. Hopefully we can do some good things with it, but I'm excited just to randomly try some stuff out. Sick. All right, we got one. We're jumping right into it. They've got a Floatzel, a Decidueye, a Bombardier. This Wo-Chien has ruined my day. I swear I played it like in PU, NU, that I played in recently. Feels like I've been seeing this in every tier I've played in. And then they have the Colossal. Slowbro does have the same speed with this, and we have the Surfer, so we could just take it out. Leading Electivire, they don't have a ground type. We could just pivot on something. And then Milotic, I think this guy, yeah, he's more of a physical wall. I don't know how well our Life Orb Ice Beams, how much they will do to it. Maybe this is like a Assault Vest or Spadef, one of these. Or maybe this guy will take special hits. I don't know. Milotic's got coverage for pretty much everything. I think let's lead with this just because we have the speed. We can maybe take something out. You're not scarfed. We're scarfed. Hopefully they're not scarfed. Nice! Let's go! I don't know. I don't think Volt Switch would have killed. It might have, but yeah, we'll take that. All right, so now they know we're scarfed. I'm gonna just go to Decidueye, or we could actually go Slowbro, then we can dodge the poison. They can Volt Switch on us, but you know. All right, they get the accuracy drop with the Muddy Water. I think we fish for the poison, and we'll pretty much almost heal the full. So let's just go for the poison. All right, we hit, and we get the poison. Pretty good. Cool. Now, I think I just want to go to Decidueye. I don't want to go Electivire. Electivire could revenge kill things. Maybe clean up. Also, it's kind of nice. Do we need this, like, to take on stuff? I mean, it'd be nice for Wo-Chien, actually. It'd be pretty nice. But I think it's fine if we just get Toxic or something. Cool. And we should be faster than this, so we could just triple arrow them and flinch them. We've poisoned them. I think it's fine to just throw off a triple arrows here. Triple arrows is a broken move. All right, we get Toxic, but they're getting worn down. We can also just flinch them here. I'm gonna go for one more triple arrows, I think. We're doing a lot. We dropped their defense twice. And they got the slack off. Okay. Now I think of a U-turn. Cool, Braviary comes in, and then I think we go Milotic because we can. I think it's pretty safe. They already know we're scarfed on this. We could go into this. What if they're scarfed on this though? I want to use Milotic, so let's go Milotic. And we're just gonna throw off an Ice Beam. Maybe we'll kill it. All right, they're scarfed. Good to know. And hopefully they go into grass types. Nice. Huge damage. Let's go Milotic. And I'm just gonna go for another one. I mean, we could go for Alluring Voice. I might Ice Beam. Oh, damn it. They're scarfed on this. They're scarfed on Braviary and this. Well, still we got rid of him. That's good. And keeping our Electivire healthy is pretty good. This guy's actually pretty scary though, because our Fizdef Decidueye is very weak to grass, or very weak to flying. I mean, do we need this? I think it'd be kind of nice to have it. We could Bombardier. Could reset Rush. I'm just gonna Ice Beam. It is what it is. And then we're gonna go Electivire. And I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Say I had to get rid of the Milotic, but I mean, it forced something to go down. It took out one of their Choice Scarf guys. Now we can go Typhlosion and click the Eruption, but this guy might be like Terra Water. Or we could go into Decidueye and just U-turn. Or Bombardier and Stealth Rock. Decidueye being toxic is a little annoying. Because I was thinking it'd be really nice for this because we can't be Stun Spored because we're grass. You know what? I'm just going to send it out and I'm going to click Eruption. Force them to do something. I think that's fine. I don't know if we'll take it out, but... Alright, in comes Colossal. That didn't do very much. Now we're going to end up having to... No, actually we don't have like Stealth Rock weak guys, but we will want to defog at some point. I think we go Slowbro, and then we can Surf. Or just go for the Poison move. If they double into Braviary, that could be annoying. Doubling into this is not that bad. And I'm guessing they're going to knock off, right? I'm just going to go to Decidueye. Okay, cool. They Leech Seed. That's pretty good. Now, are they like leftovers protect all of that? I'm just going to go Bombardier in case. No, I should have went for U-turn. Well, what if we Terra Steel this? Actually seems pretty decent. We can't be poisoned. We can take hits from this. We resist everything. We're also then not weak to rocks. Yeah, I'm just going to click Stealth Rocks. Hopefully this is fine. And then I'm just going to click Knock Off. We outspeed them. We'll get rid of their item. We're max special defense. Okay, they take that pretty well. But that was with the boost. Ooh, also, they don't have Volt Switch. So we can just Roost. We know they're full set. I think we can just go Slowbro now. And then Slowbro seems pretty good. This guy's Scarf, so he doesn't have... Damn it, they get the accuracy drop. So he doesn't have boots. I think we just go for a... I want to go for Surf because of this guy. So I'm just going to do that. All right. We do pretty good damage. Now I'm going to switch and go Electivire. I guess I could go for an Earthquake too. But all right, they just scoop it up. I was thinking we can go into this and then pivot, but I think we were doing pretty good there. They had to Rapid Spin. They didn't want this guy to take damage. Then we have a Grass Fighting guy. He is poisoned. We also have a Steel type. Typhlosion at full health that can drop Eruptions. I did over predict, I think, one turn, but up against the coolest Grassy Train team ever. They've got Thwackey, Arboliva, Sceptile, Hitmonlee with Unburden. Both these guys can set Train. Magneton to pivot, also benefit from the Train. Same with Bellybolt. Double Electric type, double Train setters, double Unburden. Oof, this is a cool team. I think we just lead Typhlosion and click Eruption. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about Scarf. All right, Throat Spray. I mean, they could Terra something and live our thing here. We're immune to the normal move, so they can't like Throat Spray boost. Alluring Voice also would boost them, right? But they do have Earth Power potentially. Okay, that's pretty good. And then they go for Earth Power, and we're not dead. Now, Eruption was 150 base power. Let's see. Eruption was 150, and it did 64. So I don't think this move is going to kill. Focus Blast might kill. Let's see. Typhlosion to Arbalava. I don't know if it was the right idea to just send it there, but that's what I went for. Eruption after they Terra Normal. Because we're so low HP now, but it says Focus Blast would now kill. Eruption did do 64. So it looks like this is correct. Focus Blast! Nice! Cool. Now whatever Unburdened guy, if they send one out, we're just going to hit. Grassy Seed gives them a defense raise, so they're not going to take special moves super well. They also Terra'd. So Slowbro should be pretty decent versus this. And then their Sceptile. That guy's pretty scary. They can definitely go for one boost here. I think Bombardier could probably take Sceptile stuff. And then if we Terra Fairy Slowbro, it could take this thing on. I'm just going to click Flamethrower. Hopefully they can't take two of these. Okay, they can take two of these. I'm going to go for Flamethrower again. I am going to go Slowbro. I guess if the terrain goes, that'll be worse for us. Because I was thinking, kind of depending on them, the terrain to be up, and then I can Terra Fairy to ensure we can take a fighting move, and then with the grassy terrain up their Earthquake, if they have it, would be weakened. Okay, cool. That's what we wanted. And then we go Slowbro, Terra Fairy, Psyshock. Yeah, Psyshock for sure, right? Ah, oh, shoot, they have the defense raise. Let's make sure this kills Hitmonlee. You. Let's do Psychic shoot, no, we need Grassy Seed. Grassy Seed. Give them the Grassy Terrain. Psyshock will kill. Shell Sidearm doesn't. Alright, Psyshock. Nice, so we can take the Dark move with the Terra Fairy, and they die. Sweet. And Train will end. Now they can go Magneton and pivot on us. Or they can go into this and pivot on us. I think we just go Decidueye. This guy's probably Acrobatics though, right? I think we still go this, and then we can U-turn. I have this Water type here that's weak to everything that they have, but it can maybe like pick off the Magneton once it's weakened. Probably won't be able to deal with this very well, but I think we go to Decidueye, then we'll U-turn. Oh, cool. This is fantastic. So they're like super offensive and maybe choice banded. Went for the Wood Hammer. Went for the strong Wood Hammer, and we are Fizz Def. That's what I meant. We're Fizz Def. I'm just going to U-turn. Okay, they're not choice banded yet, but we're Fizz Def, so we're like super comfy. They get the defense raise. Electromorphosis. Would now be the best time to just go Milotic and click an attack? Oh wait, they could have Parabolic Charge too, right? We could go... Oh, we lost our Assault Vest, so Slowbro's not going to be able to take hits as well. Would they have Parabolic Charge? I mean, I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I think I just go Milotic and click Surf. It's our strongest thing. or Hydro Pump. And hope they don't have Parabolic Charge so they don't heal a ton. I mean, they could have the Slack off. I could see that. They don't have to just have Parabolic Charge with the Grassy Seed. Maybe it's just like a normal Belly Bolt. Sweets? Okay, we don't do very much. No, and they do have Parabolic Charge. Well, at least we didn't die there. And we're really low, so this next Parabolic Charge will heal for less. And we hit our attack, so that's really good. Parabolic Charge again. Cool. Now, is Belly Bolt slower or faster than Slowbro? It is faster. So we can go Slowbro. Attack second, so we don't give them their Electromorphosis. And we'll go for the Shell Sidearm. This guy's a little annoying, but okay, cool. They just poison us. And we don't poison them. And we don't do very much damage. So that's not great. Do they have Slack off? They probably do. And they have Toxic. I think we need to fish for the poison, so I'm going to go for one more. Maybe they do switch out. If they do, maybe Electrobite can take this thing out. Damn it. All right, they have a Slack off. Please poison. Please poison. No. All right. I'm going to try going Electivire here. Parabolic Charge. All right, we get a Speed Raise. I don't think our Earthquake's going to do a ton. Electivire to Belly Bolt with a Grassy Seed Defense Raise. Let's just say it's like max HP. Max HP plus 1 defense. What? Oh wait, Grassy Train is up. Let's get rid of that. All right, 36 to 42. Yeah, let's do that. We 2-hit KO. And they Toxic us. Cool. We just want you to switch out. I'm an Earthquake again. Please die. Darn it. All right, they go Thwacky. We really need this to not come back in and heal on us. All right, I guess our Earthquake now, though, sucks. I think we go this again. We should take any hit from them. They knock off. Cool. Now I'm thinking we just go for triple arrows. And we can kind of do that comfortably. And it covers for if they want to go into this. If they switch into this, they get the defense raise, but like we'll get damage on them. We hit this super effectively. And we know this thing isn't cool. Belly Bolt dies. We know this thing is its speed and stuff, so like maybe Choice Scarf Electivire's Ice Punch could take it out. All right, this guy comes in. I think I U-turn then go Bombardier and U-turn again. Would triple arrows do more? Even though this is super effective? Sceptile. We just want to do as much damage as possible. We don't really care if this thing dies. Grassy Seed. Triple arrows does do... Oh, it's the same. Let's see, Bombardier. The Grassy Seed after a Sword Stance. We don't kill. Welp. Maybe Slowbro could take a hit. Let's see, can Slowbro live one? Oh, Slowbro could live one. Is this taking you... Does this give them the boost? Grassy Seed? Yeah. Oh, wow. They don't do very much damage at all. So I think we just U-turn into Slowbro. Yeah, we'll go U-turn, Slowbro. And we go for Flamethrower. No. We have to go for Shell Sidearm, it looks like. But it says we live. We're a Fairy type, which I think doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that we're... Oh, wait. Grass move. No! Grass move? 83 to 98. Oh no. Seed bomb. Let's go. All right, cool. And we should be able to beat their last two things. We're fine letting this go. We don't need to like switch. Yeah, we can earthquake this. They can't terrasilize it. And Decidueye should always beat this thing. So yeah, let's click flamethrower. They pivot. They get the grassy seed boost again. I think we go Electivire and click Earthquake. I mean, I think it's still going to do quite a bit of damage. Even though they got a defense raise and grassy terrain is up. I think enough for Decidueye to maybe kill them. Maybe I should have saved Slowbro there, but we were weak to... Okay, cool. We were weak to Fairy, so... Earthquake. All right, cool. I don't know if they could have won if they switched out, but... Sweet. We'll take that. And then... I think we just switch into this guy in case they like Sword Stance. And then we'll just click knock off and then U-turn. And Decidueye should be able to win. Cool, we're faster, so they were bulky. They were Assault Vest. Just U-turn. Go Electivire. And they just died to the Wood Hammer recoil. Nice! That was a sick team. Milotic's looking pretty good against this Delphox and Bruxish. If it wasn't for these two electric types, we'd be feeling a lot more comfy. Typhlosion, though, is pretty scary, but this Bruxish can just pivot on us. And Delphox and Palmod both outspeed us. Do we lead with our own Scarfer to surprise them? I think, was it a speed tie? Ooh, we are faster. You know what? Let's lead Electivire. Let's see, they need Beakavolt. Are they webs? I do not have the best thing to deal with this. Will Volt Switch break their thing? If they have a thing? A Focus Sash? I know this guy could be Volt Absorb, but... Yeah. And then we're gonna go Slowbro. I don't know how well we can take this guy's special moves. Pretty much nobody can take them, no matter what, because it has way too much special attack and electric, bug, and grass move. Shell Sidearm? We can go for the fire move. But they've got how many psychic types? Holy cow, they have 4 psychic types? We definitely don't want to go for this. Fire move, but they have 2 guys that resist. Let's just go for this. Alright, Thunder Wave. I mean, we're super slow, so I don't really care. You know, as long as we don't get fully paralyzed. And... what do we go for? One more? This Hoop was a little scary, but... and it does resist the poison move, but I think we just go for another one. Thunderbolts. Nice. Alright. Cool. Oh, that's what it's... I noticed there was some other text popping up, but I'm like scatterbrained and not totally noticing, but it's just saying it's a special move. My bad. Alright, this guy's gonna come up and try and set up on us, I'm pretty sure, because webs are up and we're paralyzed, so they're gonna try and do that. I guess we could go into this. Maybe they're just gonna knock off or get up rocks too. I guess they could do that. We could go Milotic, take a knockoff, take any hit, also get a special attack raise, and then we can just spam Alluring Voice. We could probably take hits, so I think we just go Milotic. All right, yeah, we're gonna hit him real hard right now. We also have a ton of Spadef naturally. Alluring Voice, 100% chance to confuse the target if it had a stat stage raised. I mean, let's see. Mesprit, Nasty Plot Sweeper. We are +2. We would one-shot it with Hydro Pump. That would be so satisfying. But we would 2-hit KO with Alluring Voice. And at +2, they're gonna do quite a lot. So we should, I guess Hydro Pump actually might be better because they're gonna 2-hit KO us. And then what? I guess we do have Electivire that could outspeed them. And Typhlosion. I want a Hydro Pump though. 80% of the time we kill them. What? Or they have that. All right, well, we can go into Typhlosion and click Eruption and hopefully put them in range of Electivire. They've used their Terra, we haven't. This thing, yeah, I don't know. They have a Colbur Berry. All right, let's see how much we do. That was pretty cool. Cool. All right, so they should be in range of Electivire. We go into it and click Ice Punch. Let's see, Electivire to an Electric Mesprit. Ice Punch will kill even if they're max HP. I think I want to go for Ice Punch just so this Palmot can't come in. So I'm gonna do that. Well, it didn't come in. Now they can go into the Bruxish, but I don't know. We have a Dark type. That should be pretty good against both of these. And then Bruxish is able to deal with like everything that we have, but I guess we could go slow. Maybe Slowbro could take 2 hits from it if we're expecting the Psychic move and we don't want to go to Decidueye. But if they're just going to pivot or go for the Water move and go to Decidueye. I think Decidueye is more expendable than Slowbro because Slowbro could also... Slowbro could beat everything, possibly. But if we could defog, that'd be really good. Also, if we go Terra Steel on Decidueye, that would help versus these things. I'm guessing they're like choice banded. Let's go Slowbro first and then pivot depending on what they go for. Okay, they're choice banded. Let's go to Decidueye. We're still alive. I wish I went to Decidueye. Maybe we can take 2 still. We probably could take 2. Yeah, we can take 2. And then we're going to defog. I mean, I could Roost, but it looks like we can take 2 anyways. Hopefully it's not a roll. Defog, so then Electivire outspeeds Delphox. All right, this guy's in. And now we go Bombardier. Hopefully they're not a Colbur Berry on this. I think we just go hard into this. I'm not sure though. Fire Blast, we are Spadef. We don't take that well and we fucking get burned. What? I mean, we just want to get damage on them. Do we need Stealth Rocks for anything? I don't know. Just gonna click Knockoff. All right, there were Boots. And I'll click U-turn just in case. I don't know. Shadow Ball. All right. Then we go Electivire and we click Earthquake because this thing. Earthquake. I don't know. I don't have that many Pokemon to sacrifice and switch on moves with Electivire. But I think it could take out everything that they have. But they also can just sacrifice stuff and then switch. So this guy can go for the Ghost move and it's going to kill something. I'm going to sacrifice this, I guess. Does this guy always... Palmot. PU offensive. It says it goes Iron Fist. All right, Electivire to Hoopa. Let's just see if we kill it. We do not kill it. We just have to hope they're not. Volt Absorb, I think. And also have to hope that they're not Revival Blessing, because I don't think I'm going to kill them. Supercell Slam! Alright, we get one. Yeah, Palmot's going to come out. PU. We will 2-hit KO. They will kill us with close combat. I hope they go for close combat. And you go to Decidueye. And hope they're not Revival Blessing. Oh, wow. Oh, we don't die, though. And now they can just switch into this thing. And then they're going to be able to switch into it anyway, so... I'm just going to triple arrow. I don't know if I should roost. But I think I try and kill this thing. If they stay in and don't kill us. But now they can just switch up moves. Bruxish. Oh, wait. Do we kill Bruxish? Doesn't even matter. Bruxish takes only 25% from Earthquake? Seriously? Wait, that's with the Grassy Train up. We do 50. I think we'll win. Let's go! And then hopefully, hopefully they're not Focus Sashed. Because that's something they could be also, right? To like heal stuff. Let's go! Choice Scarf Electivire comes through. Nice. Their team was terrifying. And that Mesprit killing our Milotic was disappointing because I wanted to kill them. We had the competitive boost. All right, we got one. And this is a PU team. This team is looking really scary too. They have this guy again. But last time, I don't think it had Volt Absorb because they didn't bring it in ever like they did. So hopefully it's just like Natural Cure Iron Fist. They do have an Electric Immunity in this though. Our Milotic, Ice Beam and Surf seem pretty scary, and Alluring Voice for this could be pretty decent. I'm hesitant to lead Electivire to like pivot like I have been because they just have immunities. If we lead Typhlosion, they also have this. So what if instead we lead Milotic and just try and surprise them with it right away? Okay, they lead Florges. Excuse me. All right, I mean, I could send the Hydro Pump. I don't know how much we're going to do. Or we could just go right into Slowbro. And Slowbro is actually our best way to deal with this, right? Because I think they go Terra Poison. We can hit him with Psyshock. Or we'll hit him with the Poison move. But if they trick us, I don't know. I'm just going to go Slowbro. Fuck me, man. All right, we're tricked, but we're fast. So they got to watch out. We can poison stuff, so we're gonna do a lot. Nearly kill them. I'd say that's worth it. Just go for it again. Okay, cool. I mean, we have plenty of things to take on the Delphox. I mean, Bombardier. This guy comes out. Are they just gonna flip turn? They're gonna Draco Meteor. I think we have to let this go. Decidueye can maybe take on this. They do have 3 scary special attackers, though. I think we're just going to have to go Milotic and hope it can kind of put in a lot of work. Hopefully they Draco. They're physical. Okay. And they're Life Orbed. Would they be mixed? I mean, Milotic could take hits. And it's usually Fizz Def, so maybe they would switch right out if we send it out and then switch into maybe like this guy. And let's go Milotic. And I'm going to go for Alluring Voice. It'll hit this super effectively. I don't think they're going to switch into this. And we should probably kill this or come pretty close. Yeah, I think Milotic's going to be the key here. Then we got Delphox for this guy still. The Goodra Terra Fairy, this will be pretty good. We are just faster with base 81 speed. And then we do have the Scarf Electivire who could maybe clean up. Also, once we like... Oh, nice. Oh, sick. All right. They must have been adamant, I guess. This guy comes out. I think we just have to go Decidueye. Close combats. Ow. That did a lot, dude. Okay. Well, we can't take this on as well as I thought we could. We can't take it on a period. They're life orbed, and we're max HP, max defense. I don't think Typhlosion can live a hit. I know we're slower than them, but still. And yeah, if I go Electivire, they're just gonna switch into that stupid thing. So I mean, I could double into Typhlosion and then go Electivire. I don't know. This might be a mistake to be doing what I'm doing here, but I'm hoping we can maybe do they have knockoff? Avoid losing like something here, because I think we need like everything. They do have knockoff. Crap. Do they kill Typhlosion? Dang, dude. If I Terra Fighting, would they double shock because we have Electivire, or would they just knock off or something? I think I'm just gonna go back into this. Okay, cool. I think they thought we were scarfed, maybe. Which makes sense. Now I'm just gonna click triple arrows and try and weaken them a little bit. Or maybe, should I try and save this? I think we need to weaken them, so I'm just gonna click triple arrows. Cool, we get rid of their balloon. And we don't get a defense drop. But, do they Terra? So they could be out of range of Earthquake if they Terra. Psychic move, Fire move, we're dead. I think I just have to sacrifice this thing. I'm gonna click U-turn. I don't know. Now I'm gonna go Bombardier and click knockoff. I think that's fine. Oh wait, they've already lost their item, but yeah, I'm gonna click knockoff. Okay, Dazzling Gleam. And we just take him out. Let's go. Now Palmot's back in. If we Terra Steel, we don't live. They probably kill us like no matter what. Milotic might be able to live with Terra Fairy. That's probably the best way to do this. I think we just go for... Just click U-turn. Alright, we're dead. Milotic, Terra Fairy. Let's see, Milotic, Terra Fairy. Double Shock still kills us. 86 to 101. There's a chance we don't die. Or we could go Electivire and click Earthquake. We haven't shown them we're scarfed on Electivire yet. Alright, I'm gonna go Electivire and click Earthquake. They've already thought we were scarfed once and switched out. Dang it, I go Mudsdale this time. They get a defense raise. My plan though is maybe if they do this, we can go to Milotic and we'll be okay. Son of a bitch! What? Milotic! They're offensive Mudsdale, dude. Yeah, they're super offensive. All right, well they got us because they have the super offensive Mudsdale. Eruption should kill them. Then they I mean they don't even need to switch into Goodra. They can sacrifice. Well, they might need to save this. Would it be worth going for Terra fighting move to kill Goodra? Oh, we don't kill this. Although they're offensive, so we should. They could just be max HP, max attack though. So I think we have to click Eruption. Dang it, they go Goodra. I don't even know if it matters. How much would Goodra? The fighting move wouldn't have done that much. We have decent Spit F, I don't know. But with with the Mudsdale still around, I don't think Electivire could win anyways, so. Yeah, on that one turn that they had switched out, I didn't even think about like trying to bait being scarfed or whatever. But we could have. I know I switched into something as they switched or something like that, but Yeah, they got us. And this Palmod is terrifying. And it is Choice Band and Mudsdale. I should have noticed that when I sent out the Frisk guy. I always forget Frisk. All right, yeah, they're going to take this and we're going to die. Mudsdale, Choice Band, it's cool. I mean, what it's got base 100 attack, right? Mudsdale. 125. Wow, I thought it was less than that. I was thinking that might be its defense stat, but yeah, Choice Band and Mudsdale, that's really cool. Well, I think that's a good one to call it on for time's sake. Overall, team was decent. Like I said, I kind of wasn't sure on a bunch of the matchups with it, but we're kind of just like a more of an offensive team, and we've got the surprise factors with the Milotic and Electivire, which I think came in clutch like pretty much every game. That Choice Band and Mudsdale is like the same thing we were trying to do with the Milotic. That was really cool. Milotic was pretty good. Obviously, it did just get KO'd a couple times, but it was able to do some stuff here and there. And then Slowbro was pretty nice. I think we used it as like a check for one thing pretty much in every game. Shell Sidearm was fun to use, and it's always fun to use the signature moves. Then we got Typhlosion. I don't think it did as much. The last one, they had Gudra. I think it almost, oh yeah, it forested Terra versus the Grassy Terrain team. Maybe it did do something in the games a little bit, but I know I was hesitant because it was like, oh, they're just gonna Terra. But I think it was actually pretty decent. And then everything else was pretty decent. I don't think I used Bombardier a whole lot. Decidueye, I used it as a pivot, but it's thing. I'm pretty used to using this, and I remember it pretty well from when it was in ZU. This thing was a monster as just a pivot and being able to be nice utility. And then Choice Scarf Electivire was really, really nice. Really fun to use too. So yeah, if you're interested in trying out the team, I'll put a Pokepaste in the description. Some pretty fun tier changes. I'm excited to try out other new stuff if I remember or before things change again. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next one, and thanks for hanging out. Peace.